The world we used to know is burning down. We're always strong enough to build our own. We've been running for ages to search some light. I want you, I know we both escape to lose the ground. We've been running for ages to search some light. We can feel every day after running for nights. We feel so don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back to someone I don't want to love, I don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back in your arms. I don't want that. I don't want to love. I don't want that. I don't want to love. I don't want that. I don't want to love. I don't want that. I don't want to love. I don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back to someone I don't want to love, I don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back in your arms. I don't want that, no. I don't want to love. I don't want that, no. I don't want to love. I don't want that.
Get elite real-world performance for your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors. If you're looking to game, create, live stream, or stay productive, 10th Gen Intel Core processors deliver an optimal balance of frequency, cores, and threads to handle real-world usages. Get enthusiast-level performance with an Intel Core i9 processor, up to 5.3 GHz clock speed for peak gaming performance and content creation workloads. Or for competitive gameplay and content creation, choose an Intel Core i7 with up to 5.1 GHz clock speed to handle your demanding applications. The Intel Core i5 processor with up to 4.8 GHz gives you a seamless AAA gaming and entertainment experience. And with up to 4.6 GHz clock speed, the Intel Core i3 is a great fit for everyday tasks and productivity. If you're looking to push your system even further, get additional performance headroom with unlocked 10th Gen Intel Core processors, supported by Intel's advanced overclocking controls. Bring elite, real-world performance to your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors.
Hello, we are live. First time live with the community broadcasters, myself, Killer Wasps, and Alska, or Liam, Loam, as he likes to be called.
It's become that way recently.
Today we have two games up today. Wrens v Silex Angels, and a double special of Silex Angels, because they're up with Radical Rebels afterwards. There they are, popped up on the screen just now.
So yes, today we're going to start us off with Wrens, who returning team from last season, and entry of Silex for this season, which will be very interesting to start us off with. I believe the girls are getting in the lobby right now, so we shouldn't have to wait too long. But we'll be seeing them on Oregon today, which will be very, very good. Sort of thought we'd get. I was hoping for a Chalet today.
There's the Mount Vetoes. We've got
Villa. It's taken out quite early.
Villa and Chalet are both out. Cafe Consulate. So it's down to the three staples of Clubhouse Coastline, Oregon. That turns out we're going to Oregon for the first match of the day.
Hoping we'll see some new metas here, or new changes. Oregon has gotten into a position of replayability with a lot of teams, in most regions. So today I'm hoping to see something spicy, something new,
something different, something unexpected.
Exactly.
But I believe Flores is allowed this season as well.
That's true.
Flores is allowed, so we're going to be seeing. Hopefully, this is what I want to see: some Flores play.
Yeah, that would be very exciting. Flores is very destructive, especially on downstairs. That elbow hold is very weak against the Flores.
Yep.
He can be used everywhere. I'm very excited to see how that works this season and today. I guess today is the start of the Flores destruction, or maybe not. Who knows? We'll see how he's done.
It'll be good to see if he does come out, and really, what a better map for it. Like, I can't think of a better map for it out of any of the maps in this pool, really.
No, yeah, that's a good point. I think because Flores is good against on maps that have a stable way of holding. You've got Coastline, which is very, very aggressive, very fast, which still works. Flores works everywhere.
He can work.
But against somewhere where people are holding, it's very good to push through. You can't stop an indestructible drone when it's beeping at you. There's very little things you can do.
The beep of doom.
The beep of doom. We might see some Mozzie and Mute counterplay then, if that's the case. If we start seeing Flores.
If Flores starts running amok, we'll definitely see some counterplay. coming
I think
out.
we'll see a lot of mutes normally. He's
Yeah.
been coming back with a vengeance recently, and I've been loving it. Seeing my main man from the first ever time of downloading the game, and he's coming back very strong, loving it. So
Main
hopefully
man
get to
back
see him
in
some
better.
more. Exactly. And he's very good against that Flores, which we might see today. But what other players, what other operators do you want to see today?
I want to see some off-brand operators. Like I'd love to see even a Finker brought, something like that, something that throws us off, something that we're not expecting, something that no one's expecting. Just throw it out, see what works. Like it's a test if spaghetti's cooked. You throw it at the wall, and if it sticks, it's cooked.
It's cooked. You don't want to eat it after that, but it's cooked.
No, but you only throw one strand. Don't take the whole colander and throw it at the wall.
Didn't think about that. That's why you're here for me.
Yeah, you throw the single strand, one, not the colander.
I can't believe I didn't think of that. Oh my god. Yeah, so we're still waiting on the girls to join, but that's all right. They can take the time they need. I'm hoping for an Oryx.
Oryx
very
would be
much hoping
an
for an Oryx.
interesting one.
With all the hatches that he can go through, I'm really hoping for one. I've seen a few plays with him, but yeah, same as you. Anything that we don't expect, or just a little bit off-brand, something to throw a spanner in the other team's works, is exactly what I want to see.
Even if it's a slightly off-brand lineup, like you have really on-brand operators, but it's not the operators you'd see normally for that site. That'd be interesting as well. Just see how different teams are holding these with the introduction of Flores. Are they preparing for a Flores to be brought automatically?
Yeah.
Or is he
exactly.
Is it just going to be my nightmare and he gets banned? And I'm unhappy.
He gets banned all the time.
And it's a Flores Thatcher ban or something like that. That'd be upsetting.
That's a very strong ban on Oryx.
That's
I'm
upsetting.
Afraid. That is a good point.
But then the Flores ban as well. Flores Thatcher on the attack.
Oh.
That would destroy him. That'd be sad.
We can hope all day for something like a Tachanka or a Clash, but I'm not going to get my hopes up yet. Clash very strong on Oregon, so
yeah,
we never know.
Yeah.
Never know. But
especially doing a freezer hold.
Oh, the freezer hold. Anywhere hold. And anywhere. I think her weakest hold might be.
You're just a Clash main, though.
I love Clash.
You just love your Clash.
It's so fun just to sit there and they can't do anything. You've got a team of 4 guns behind you. There's nothing. You just stare at them, shout British profanities, and that's it. That's the whole round.
Seems like a pretty boring round for me, if you ask me. That's why I don't play Clash.
It's the greatest because you can feel the fear when you're walking down the hallway. You know that they can hear your footsteps, and there's nothing they can do. Once concussions are gone.
You feel the fear of having to check every single corner because if you walk past it, you're dead.
Well, yeah, hopefully you're getting good calls. There are times where if you don't, the whole Clash is gone and it's just a normal 4v5 at that point.
Yep.
There's no extra. You lost a gun from the start, but now you lost a shield as well.
No bonus.
No bonus, yeah.
Bonus ducks.
So, yep, they're still coming in. That's all right.
You get to see our lovely faces for just a little bit longer.
A little bit longer, everyone, which is all you need. This is all you're getting today, and you're all going to stick around. It's great.
There'll be a game. Yeah. There will be a game.
Don't worry. Don't run away. After our games on Oregon Kilo, I'm hoping for a lightning take, not a thunder take.
Lightning take, yeah.
Lightning take, instant take of half the map. I'm hoping for some rushes, some really aggressive players coming out today. But again, I'm just really excited to get the season started, to see what we're going to see and where it's going to lead us.
Been waiting for it for a while for the season to get started, but we've had the date, so it's not like we've waited and it's just dragged on. It's just this day has been approaching, and it's waiting for the day to approach, and it is finally here, finally in.
Every day, it's felt like it's been taking longer and longer. All the teams have been preparing. You're seeing the rosters come into their own, and about a week ago, they're all set. You've got 5 in every, and you've got the subs as well, and it's just the season's ready. People are getting all their roles set. It's
and
really
then
exciting.
and then extra entertainment with the Silex dropping in so that no teams
Yeah,
have a bye. It just means that everyone plays every week.
that's really exciting. I love that. I think they do as well. Anytime that you want to buy, it's uh,
Just listening to the producer
the
here,
producers. Yes.
maybe getting some technical difficulty.
Yeah, I think the server might. So, yep, the server's just having a bit of difficulties, but that's all right. We'll get everything sorted in a little bit. Where were we? We were with Silex. Yes. So,
The Silex is the last minute addition to the league.
which is very exciting. I think no one enjoys having a buy in any situation. It's the worst thing because every week you look forward to something and then you got nothing on, and it's like, oh, okay, I guess
For
I'll
that
watch
one
everyone
week,
else
though. For that one
for that
week.
1 week. Yeah, it is only a minor inconvenience at best, but you still, if you look forward to it. But now, no worries there. Everyone's playing 2 games a week, which is very exciting. We'll get a lot of action every week for the season, so there's nothing to worry about over on 2 streams twice, so it's great.
Absolutely. And we'll be here unless we have some other guests on. So, looking forward to being here and hopefully less technical difficulties next time. But it is what it is. It's Siege, and it wouldn't be competitive Siege without some sort of technical difficulty. It happens at the top level, it happens everywhere.
Happens absolutely everywhere, and we love and hate it always together. But yeah, being the first week as well, that's kind of expected, which is right. We'll get through the first week, and technical difficulties will get ironed out throughout.
All right, we're
Yep.
going to take a short break, see if we can get this sorted out so you don't have to look at our lovely faces anymore. And we'll be back in just a second.
Catch you soon. I think. All right,
We're
here we are.
back.
Welcome
Straight
back.
into it.
So we're straight into it. Straight into round one of Rens and Silex on Oregon. So the bands today, as you can see on the top, we've got Clash, Thatcher, Cade, and Carly, which is great because Flores is still on the board.
Flores is still on the board. That makes me happy. But what you were speaking about before, the Clash, looks like it's not showing up in this match.
I'm absolutely shattered about that. But yeah, it's a bit expected, as we did say. She's very strong holding everywhere, especially downstairs. So Ren's taking Clash out indefinitely for this game.
And that's where we've ended up first. Straight downstairs. Action phase has started.
So we have, I don't know if I saw it correctly, but I see no elbow hold whatsoever. No,
they've double reinforced that off. They're not gonna play a smoke at all, really. They're gonna have. They're having that. Yeah.
We've got
looks like the
3 on site, 2 off site for Rens, and Burnabear disconnected. Something happened there. More technical difficulties. Sure we'll get her back very soon. But we have a stack up on rear stage door. I'm wondering if we're going to have a quick rush down.
Oh, reconnected. That's good.
Burnabear's back. Yep. Okay, cool. Hopefully we're having a quick rush down rear stairs. But everyone's holding their ground right now.
Holding the ground, droning, doing their due diligence and working out where exactly these defenders are. They've got a couple roaming around Meeting Hall.
We've got
a couple looks like they're pushing down that main stairs. They've droned out top of Blue Tower. It looks like there might be bit of gunfire there between the alibi of Kotari and Toki on the Zafia. Another gunfight going away.
The other side.
Going the way of...
What a shot, actually, right there. Kotari taking out Toki. That's a huge hit. No Zofia anymore. No concussions were used. No impacts, I believe, either.
That is a lot of huge utility gone.
Shield still up as well on Pillar. Rens looking strong. Although lost 2 people straight up, the shots are and the hold is still strong. But Andromeda pushing in, actually taking Pillar control to an extent. Still holding angles, so her team behind on the stairs can hold the crossfire.
Another one goes down. 3v3 pick from Meeps onto Andromeda.
That was from above.
Another one. Kotari finds another. In Peachy, the Jackal's gone. No more finding those footprints, and the roam clear just became that much more difficult.
They still haven't cleared out Meeps from above. Bordy finally taking out Meeps.
Taking it out, and it's a 2v1. Bordy, last one left. Kotari, both on site here. One in Freezer. They know where she is now. She's pushing in. Misses the Freezer. Freezer gets it. Kotari clears out that last round.
That was really well done. Really well done by Rens. I think they just kept being annoying. They had the number disadvantage from the starts with Burnabear not being there due to technical difficulties, but they held on. They just picked off the attackers one by one until only one remained. Something I noticed though was Meeps just was able to stay upstairs on the hatch, looking down. No roam clear up there, and they had the Jackal alive too at that point.
Yeah, it wasn't the best droning work, I don't think, from Silex there, but Rens just took advantage of that and used it to their advantage. Going upstairs now, be less vertical roaming in terms of playing from above, but playing from below.
Be very impressive. Playing from above on this site would be very impressive indeed.
That would be incredibly impressive, and if you can do that, hats off to you.
We do have both the Mozzie and the Bandit with C4s for possible vertical control, but I believe we're going to see Bandit upstairs, staying upstairs with his charges. I could be proven wrong, but I believe that's the way we're going to see things. Mozzie being brought here on the regular is something I am enjoying already, but I think that is because Flores is in the mix.
I think it's a little bit of Flores, and also a little bit of just, you don't want to counter that too hard, because if there's not that Flores brought, you're sort of, there's other utility that you're sacrificing to bring that drone denial. We're going to start here now with Sporky on the Mozzie that we were just speaking about earlier, just hiding down. Is that kitchen laundry stairs?
Laundry stairs, just listening, I believe, just trying to gather as much intel. Ping is coming out. Not sure. They know someone's in garage, and Meep's taking out Toki straight up without even a minute having gone down. First pick taken out. Meeps has been already, to start off the season, so strong on that Wamai. And it's really paying off for the team.
And once again, the Zafia, none of the utility has been used. It's just evaporated, gone, dropped on the ground. Maverick trying to open up the backside into attic with a thermite there, just getting the utility off so that thermite can do his job, open the wall, and continue on his merry way.
Believe that's wall open. Yes, it is. Andromeda getting the wall open, giving some access to attic for Silex. Who was holding? I believe that was Angry Wolf holding attic. She has since fallen back onto kids, spotted by the drone, so they know that she's no longer in attic and they have control. Let's see if anyone pushes in or if they continue gathering more intel.
All three hard breaches pushing in that one attic push.
They do not know Meeps is downstairs. Is that going to pay off? Oh, just missed the shot. Do they?
But I don't think. I think they missed it.
I don't think they heard the cue. Nice shot by Peachy onto Angry Wolf. Meeps from below taking out Andromeda as well. Burnabout on the other side of the map taking out Peachy on the Maverick.
Good slow peek there from Setsuki. Takes down
Trade's going both ways. Trade's going both ways, keeping it relatively even. Now 2v2. Bordy pushing in, unable to convert on Kontari.
Kontari takes out Bordy, puts down a prisoner to try and throw the rest of the attackers off. Just Setsuki left on just a sliver of health. Kontari low as well. Meeps pushing up from white, coming for the pinch. Kontari gets the angle onto it and finishes the round up once again.
It's well held. The Wrens are holding shot.
That is an angle.
That is a very nice angle. I need to use that. I did notice the walls were reinforced in that way. Generally, you tend to see it in the opposite, with footholes for the jump in.
I think I like that way better.
I was a bit curious as to why, but that is very nice to see. Because we had one on white stairs and one kid's door, and we knew where the last attacker was, so they felt confident holding that open angle. And the crossfire, it definitely
Confidence
did.
paid off, and that's a 2-up lead for Wrens on the defense.
Oh, I was very excited to see the Glaz, and then
It's been
6 came out, but
onto the Glaz.
Stayed on the Glaz. It almost looked like the time ran out, so I'm not sure if Suki meant to stay on the Glaz, but either way, we're seeing it. Very curious to see what angles are going to be taken.
Bordy taking on the sledge roll as well. That's usually where Satsuki has been playing this game thus far.
Sure, I wonder if there was a bit of role swapping in the middle, but
potentially, as there is only one hard breach in Peachy on the Maverick. It's not generally the most relied upon hard breacher with all the other options available, Thermite, Ace, Habana.
Even the secondary hard breach is more reliable sometimes, depending on what sort of holes you're trying to open. Holding meeting kitchen, you might just need line of sight. You might not need full rotates, but we'll see how the Maverick plays out. We're seeing the Zero as well, which I'm a personal fan of. I think Zero is slept on, and his cameras are so useful and so amazing. So the Velk on attack, I like to call him. So I'm very excited to see how Andromeda goes on the Zero.
Oh, Zero is going to be definitely a benefit to any team that's brave enough to bring him. He's got good weapons, and definitely trying to find this drone here from Angry Wolf. Gets it eventually. Drone's off. Toki pushing in, relying on the calls from her teammates.
Burner Bear looking at the table, just listening in, trying to figure out who's on the other side. And I think that was opened, yes, with a hard breach charge from the Zero. He slept on, I told you. He's good.
He does have that now, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He had that at release, didn't he?
Yeah.
Maverick trying to get off the Malusi Wub.
The Wub. Sporky taking out Toki. Toki on the Ash on the other side near Garage, not being able to push in and flank for the team. Being taken out. I believe Legion was roaming downstairs, maybe come up behind. Cortari also taking
on the vertical again on the hatch.
The vertical plays have been crazy from Rens today. Every hatch, you've got to keep your eye on it. Someone's always been down
brutal. There. Absolutely brutal from the hatch.
Cortari's just standing her ground. They know where she is, but that hatch is a powerful angle.
Glaz looking for an angle.
Oh,
Suki gets taken out by Meeps. 5v1. Bordy's last one alive. 5v1.
That group mine may have given the information that the defenders need of where Bordy is right now. Legion coming up behind as well, I believe. Up Laundry Stairs. Might get
in
shot
the Banshee
back.
as well, slowly. Takes out one.
Burner Bear. Unable to
dies to the second one. But pad the stats a little bit.
That was a great round from Sporky. I think that was a triple kill, at least.
Nice little three-piece.
Yeah. That was a very, very strong round. And it's the vertical. I think with the vertical, the Silex isn't contesting early enough. And then the vertical angles just control too much of the site.
It's also almost like a bit of a roam clear. There's a lack in the roam clear. There's drones going in, but they're more going into the site and areas on the same level as site. The hatches have been open both times, and people have just been poking their heads over and having a look-see.
That's
finding some other players and being able to take the shots.
I thought we would see more smokes the way that Silex was stacking up on rear stage on the first round, and I haven't seen any smokes thrown. We have got smokes now on the Thermite, so we may see some this round. But if you're pushing and not clearing out the roamers, then you got to throw the smokes to block off the angles and cut the site in half into areas that you want. But they're just not getting thrown yet. So maybe we'll see some difference here with all the hatches being reinforced, I believe. I saw. We'll see if Cortaro gets Freezer. No. Freezer hatch is not reinforced. But a nice angle onto small tower, onto the window. No one spawned there, unfortunately. But it is very aggressive, and I like to see it.
Unbeknownst to Kotari, on the opposite side of the map, however.
Meeps has the angle and gets the kill. Peachy getting the refrag very quickly. Evening it out.
Trading it out.
Sporky upstairs.
Here's the drone come in and doesn't matter.
If that window is prepared for a run out, that could be fatal for Suki. I don't think it has been.
Sporky hasn't done that. Well, another good trade coming out. Burner Bear taking out Toki, but
Peachy's now on the 0 and really using the MP7 to perfection. Trading
swings
and
there,
keeping.
taking
That's
it
a
out.
triple for Peachy. On for the ace still. And one in freezer, which she might be able to convert on.
Sporky now pushing through the rotate onto site. Plant going down. One in freezer.
That's a quad for Peachy.
4 for Peachy. Can she make
Legion
it
pushing
the ace?
in,
No.
unable to push through.
1v2 now, but Andromeda's down, so it is a 1v1. Looking for the other one. Andromeda's just going to be a live drone at the moment.
Not anymore.
That's Andromeda down, and
a trade to finish it off. Was it a trade? Sorry,
no, it wasn't a trade.
Oh, that's my bad. Sorry.
Very close to, but
I thought it was a trade because I saw the death. Oh, I was excited. That's still a good shot, though.
That was Andromeda's death. Still lingering death.
That was very well done. And the first round for Silex. I just, around there, Peachy really
going
keeping
off with that
the team in it. MP7 staying on it, which I think is the greatest choice there, because holding every trade, every kill that Renz took, Peachy took another one back, brought it the whole way through, and took the first round for Silex. Going into the upstairs site now, I believe. There it is. There's the scoreboard, and you can really see how well spread out the team is on Renz. Everyone's sharing a bit of the load, and a couple still starting off the season on the side of Silex. We've got a couple of zeros still, but I'm believing that that's going to change by the end of the game.
It'll change by the end of the game. These games are usually go for a good couple of rounds, and even when you get that lucky pick, one pick that can change a round.
Exactly.
If it's a good enough pick, that can change the entire course of a round. You only need to get that one important pick that then can snowball into a flawless round potentially.
It's very true.
Such is the nature of Siege.
That's exactly what Siege is. All it takes is one kill to get yourself out of it. One kill for the one round for your team, and then you can just start taking out early picks. Peachy taking out Meeps, who has been great on the Wamai, now early, so no magnets anymore.
I was about to say, speaking of early picks, the magnets are gone. There would be 2 placed at that time, or a maximum of 2 if they were placed. I think it was a counter spawn peak there from Peachy, who's on it today.
That was great timing.
Down in the basement, though.
I wonder if they have drones down there. I didn't see any, so I
don't know if they've seen them.
Sporky is there unbeknownst to the attackers.
Kotari sneaking up on the 0. There goes Peachy. Peachy's down, and it's 4v4. Back even again. Sporky sneaking up. Here's a few more. She'll make the call out to her team, and
that's also attic wall just opened by the thermite.
Going to challenge it.
Almost distracted by the
40 down. That's another one from Burner Bear onto Setsuki. Sledge down, left with the thermite and the Maverick. Holding T2. Waiting for where the next one's going to come. If Renz are going to push it, or if they're going to fall back. Back to site.
The 2 attackers stuck at breach of attic wall without the diffuser, and unknown if the diffuser is being watched, as it was being watched by Sporky for a while, but Sporky since fell off, and they still haven't reclaimed the diffuser yet.
4v2. Renz have just gone, no, we don't need to push this, we don't need to get aggressive, we can just collapse back onto site and trade out our kills. That'd be good for us. We'll just sit here, let the diffuser waste its own time.
Toki still having 2 drones alive and not using them to clear out to find out their last few roamers. With 22 seconds left, still face checking, meeting, and getting taken out by Cortari, who's just holding the angle up to Andromeda to see what can be done here. And I'm not sure if anything can be done with 5 seconds left. A 1v4.
Looking up, there we go. Straight through the hatch again. Vertical play.
It's the vertical. That vertical needs to be taken out.
The vertical is what is really finishing these rounds off for Rens. They're just managing to close it out through... They're just closing it out through that vertical play. That's what's giving them the advantage here.
It's very true. I think if Silex want to claim more attacking rounds, they're going to have to clear out those roamers very quickly and very efficiently. A Frost on Cortari. I'm hoping that doesn't get 6-pick off. Oh,
there's
no.
the 6.
There's the 6-pick. Stay on it.
They're probably going to see the alibi come out again.
Probably.
Or Mozzie. Mozzie.
Nope.
Okay.
Already. Okay.
Okay.
Laser gates.
We've made up our mind. We've got some laser gates.
Got some laser gates going for the downstairs hold. The basement hold, I should say, more accurately.
Going to attempt it again. This is the one round that Silex have managed to take off Rens.
And that was at the hands of Peachy, I will like to add, by frags and a good coordination off those frags, I would like to say. But let's see if it can be done again. Silex at least want to take 2 attacking rounds on Oregon, which
a lot of the time it was trading out teammates and being in the right spot to trade out.
Looks like a rear stage hold with the Aruna gates on the door. Yes, that's what I thought I saw on rear stairs door, but not sure where the hold will be held from. I'm very curious to see how this unfolds. Toki contesting that laser gate, maybe as confused as I am, but this is very interesting.
Having a gaze up at that laser gate, looking through, seeing if anyone pops their head round and peeks it. They do know where Cortari is.
Tracked, running back to the safe arms of Meeps and falling back to Freezer stairs.
That's one ace charge caught by a magnet. One of those spicy burritos.
One of those unlucky burritos to be caught in the anti-gravity of... Well, my, that's a shame.
Still got 2 more.
Still very possible to open up the wall. The Maverick...
Killed through his own hole.
Oh, no. That's unfortunate on that front. But nice shot by Wolf. Taking out Peachy and Sporky being taken out as well to even the numbers. Bordy, nice shot on Burner Bear.
Sneaking through. Just threading the needle there on that shot. Picking off Burner Bear. Drones coming through.
Bordy throwing a burrito straight at the electrified wall. Maybe did not see it. The feet are going to get shot. I think that's Angry Wolf still shooting at people's feet. That's all she needs to do. That's all she has done this round, which has been working perfectly.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
And it seems to be. It seems that strategy is not broke.
It is not. Silex do have the number advantage with 1 minute left. Not anymore, it is tied. The numbers have been tied out.
There's now your caster curse.
2v3 in the way of Rens with 45 seconds left. 15 seconds can make all the difference.
Doing the work at the end there.
Holding his
frags
great angles.
Frag coming out from Setsuki on the sledge. Bordy still trying that angle. Angry getting 1.
Wolf taking the damage while still taking the kill. Now it's all up to Bordy on a 1v3.
Bordy.
Not sure
where. Pre-firing the wall. Not sure exactly where they are, but giving it a good
left.
shot. Saw the one in freezer.
Swings and
Swings,
able
gets
to
it.
take the kill.
Doesn't see the one coming down the main stage stairs.
Meeps just staying upstairs for as long as she needed, coming down with 5 seconds left, feeling the round was secure. If not, could have stayed upstairs and waited out the time. Just wanting to pad those stats, I assume. She's been going quite well so far.
Those stats don't need padding. That's all
Very
I'm
true.
going to say. Those stats don't need padding.
Seeing a switch of roles on the attack and defense side, and a Warden brought out. First round, maybe a 6 pick. I saw the timer go down.
First half, I'm already happy. We've got Warden, we've got Frost,
The Warden has been locked in, and we'll be seeing Warden played here.
and Frost.
And Frost. I didn't see any smokes. Maybe the thermite smokes and Twitch smokes, of course. So this could be very beneficial for Peachy. If Ren's try to a smoke plant or smoke anywhere, I'm sure Peachy will jump at the opportunity to use those smart glance glasses.
Running across the site. I'm here. I'm useful.
I can finally use my ability, which I'm very excited about. 2 bulletproofs, it should be noted, on the Frost and the Smoke, with only 1 shield brought on the Warden. So maybe those smokes will be less useful with the addition of the cameras as well. I can't see, have they been placed yet? No, they have not been placed. Okay. Wanted to see where they would be placed, but that's alright. We'll see eventually. The drone's coming out for the side of Ren's. I saw 2 drones on Armory side, so maybe we'll have a bit of a master push.
No, it wasn't. I mistook it. I thought I
What did
saw Iron Sights MPX, and I got excited, but it's the Iron Sights on the SMG 12.
I see. That's still interesting. I can't even think of what the Iron Sights on SMG 12 is off the top of my head. That's a risky play with the recoil that the SMG has at the moment. New season might change that, and we might see a lot more plays on the SMG 12.
You've got the MPX, and the MPX is working.
40, the aggressive angle, taking out Meeps early.
And nearly goes for the second one, but Burner Bear managing to shut that down before it gets out of hand. Attic wall is now going to be open with Sporky following a drone in. Looking for players. Found one. Holding angles here from Toki.
Sporky able to take out the Warden before the smokes were thrown. I am sad. We will not see the smart glance today.
And the Frost is down as well. Those are the two operators I was most looking forward to there.
You've already got the curse, Kilo. That's
I know.
unfortunate.
You have as well. You've been calling things and they've just not happened as you've called them, or they've happened the opposite way as you've called them.
It's going to happen in a while, I reckon.
Andromeda. Oh, Toki taken out. Burner Bear.
Off Burner Bear. We have
Finishing what
running.
Bordy started.
Exactly. I think that's the Thermite in the rotate and being taken
Thermite
out.
was in the rotate, indeed.
It's a 417 on the Twitch, unable to convert. Alan, you have to push it right there. Trades were going out. A good hold by Silex there. Taking out the key operators very early. Didn't see any frost mats being struck. Didn't see any smart glance being used. But maybe we'll see those welcome mats in this round, with Frost being brought back again on the boardy. Nice shots early with the SMG. Meeps being taken out. That was huge for the defense.
The Pog mats, I believe. Some have started to call them.
Rightly so, I would add. Very rightly so. We have a 6 pick onto the Jackal, taking out the Ash, giving roam clear advantage to Rens, maybe some more vertical plays or just general roam clear to push everyone back to site.
If we can see the Jackal being used to clear out those roamers, looking at the lineup that Silex has brought here, I can't see too much roaming happening. Maybe from the Mozzie and the Wamai, and the Alibi maybe. But they could almost do better keeping some of those on site.
The Alibi?
Alibi? No, I meant Malusi. Yeah,
I was very confused.
You caught me.
I was very confused. I thought maybe you saw something I didn't.
Alibi on red stairs. That's the one.
Alibi on red stairs. Yes, I agree. I think if anyone, Mozzie would be upstairs. But doesn't seem that way. It seems like we have a turtle play. I didn't see anyone off site right now. It's all five on
an
site.
Extended elbow. Andromeda droned out on that Malusi, holding that extended elbow. Sporky.
No smoke.
Sporky just about to push it.
Sporky swinging around the corner. Is the reinforcement going down? I'm not sure. I think Sporky has elbow control now. Toki
clearing out that Roma. Meep's clearing out that Roma. Jackal doing his job.
Elbow being opened by the Thermite, which has created a long line of sight onto Freezer and easy access into sight, essentially cutting the sight in half from that angle.
Bawdy looking a bit pinned down there in closet, taking out the default cams. Sporky pushing down main tower stairs, looking to see if anyone's holding pillar. There's no one on that angle, but
C4 coming out from Mozzie, unable to connect. Just a bit of scaring, I think. Scare tactics.
1 minute, 20 seconds left in the round. And it's just a lull in the action here as the teams both set up and get ready to go. Oh, as I say that, Andromeda taken out by Sporky, traded out immediately by Peachy on the Mozzie.
We just witnessed the calm before the storm, and now it is rumbling. I think
couple of trades in Freezer. Peachy finishing off the Jackal of Meeps.
And we've got some angles just held from both sides, both attackers and defenders just holding their ground, waiting until others are in position. Burner Bear going for the long attack onto Freezer. Maybe trying to close out that Mozzie. And does so. Peachy taken out.
Closes it out, and there's no trade. No immediate trade. And now, with 26 seconds, we're on to a 3v1. Plant going down.
Bawdy placed in the 1v3 again. Placed in a 1vx situation.
Been stuck in that closet pretty much all round. Sees one on the rotate. Pre-fire comes out.
And taken out through the wall.
Cortari finishing off the frost that's been stuck in there for so long.
For at least a minute and a half.
At least a minute and a half.
That breach opening just pinned. And I'm liking the 417. I'm liking the 417 on the Twitch. And I'm very excited. I want to go and play it right now. I want to go and play the Twitch 417 because
you're a madman.
Honestly, it's a good gun. It's a good gun. Lion 417, Twitch 417. You can't go wrong with it. It's a powerful gun. Please stay on the Amaro, Cortari. I beg you.
Teasing us like this.
This is not fair. This is not fair. We're going to the sledge instead. Did I just see a castle? I did. Andromeda bringing the castle for the downstairs hold. Attempting it again. I'm curious to see where those panels will go up, trying to block off entry points. Elbow being reopened by the castle shotgun. So it looks like that's where they are holding again. Got some chat trades between the teams at the moment. All well and good.
There was a chat about illegal frost headgear, but it seems that good spirits and good-natured players prevail, and they're just saying, look, it happens to some people. It's not an Ember Rise Ash, so we're happy.
Oh, the curse of the Ash. The curse of the Ember Rise Ash. Yes, skins are an interesting topic. No furry smoke for me. No Princess Blackbeard. It's a sad day. It is a very sad day. It looks like it's very similar setup to last round on the side of Ren's. I don't know where the castle barricades are, though. I have not spotted any. They might be upstairs. Is that... Yep, we have two in Freezer already. Cortari pushing through.
There's the lightning take that we were talking about. Pre-placed drones, and you can just push straight into Freezer. Take all the ground you need.
The
now all you need to do...
sledge are perfect for this.
Now all you need to do is you just watch your flank, pick those angles, get a drone in. That's one. Meeps.
Nice shot by Meeps.
Tight angle onto Andromeda on the castle. Second one from Cortari. Meeps takes out a third. They are destroying the
destructive duo. That castle is nothing to Cortari. Taken out by the sledgehammer. Sporky on the other side taking out Bordy. Suki left. 1v5. Down to 25. Unable.
And that's it. Flawless round from Ren's off the back of that freezer push that just dissected the site through freezer. And that is game.
That was a very, very fun game to watch. So Cortari and Meeps right there at the end, just blasting through. The attempted slowdown with the castle just absolutely obliterated with the hammer. There it is. 13-3 on Cortari. Absolutely nailing that game. That was
absolutely. And Meeps as well, going 12 and I didn't see the last bit. 12-3, 12-4, something
12
up there.
4, I think. Yeah.
Something up there. Just absolutely going off in that last round. Beautiful to watch.
It was amazing. I think we saw the attacks from Rend and just it was approached very differently. There was a lot of drones flying around. You could see it from the observer view. A lot of drones going everywhere, and you could clearly see the difference. The defense very, very on Silex was very turtled, and it worked halfway through.
And I think that just comes with Silex being a bit of a newer team. They were a late addition into the league. They've sort of, I don't know how long they've been playing together as a team, but these sort of things take time to work out. And for a first showing, that was fantastically done. There were a few rounds that they looked really, really good, and it either came down to a 1v1 or 1v2 and just couldn't finish that out.
Some very close rounds. I'm very excited to see how they fare in the next game.
Absolutely.
For sure. But this game was all about Rens. From the vertical holds to the lightning takes, absolutely loved watching them. It was a great start, and I'm sure they're very happy with themselves to start off the season with such a statement. 7-2 is a great place you want to start.
Get some momentum going in to that. Rens is now going to be moving across to the mainstream. If you want to keep following Rens, they are taking on Fallen Angels as their next match. Silex, however, they're staying here on the B stream, and they're going to be going up against Radical Rebels.
It's right there on the screen. Yes, awesome. You can see that.
They are on the screen. So I don't know if we're going to take a quick break while we set up and grab those players into the lobby, but we will be back with you in a moment.
Awesome. That was good. That's fun. I like that. Yeah. We could chill out a bit, but it was really fun.
some light. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. Smoke is scanning through the sky. You can't believe your senses. You think you've seen it all until you open your eyes. I never wanna be alone. This place is cursed. I want you to never leave my side. I run away with you to see some light. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. We dream of feeling something. I want you. I know we both escape to lose the ground. The world we used to know is burning down. We're always strong enough to build our own. We've been running for ages to search some light. I want you. I know we both escape to lose the ground. We've been running for ages to search some light. We can feel it, we're there after running for nights. We feel so alive. I run away with you to see some light. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. I run away with you to see some light. When ashes dropping down, to build our own. don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back to someone, I don't want to love. I don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back in your arms. I don't want that. I don't want to love. I don't want that. I don't want to love. I don't want that. I don't want to love. I don't want that. I don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back to someone, I don't want to love. I don't want that, no. Even when I'm falling back in your arms. I don't want that, no. I don't want to love. I don't want that, no. I don't want to love. I don't want that, no. I don't want that, no.
Get elite real-world performance for your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors. If you're looking to game, create, live stream, or stay productive, 10th Gen Intel Core processors deliver an optimal balance of frequency, cores, and threads to handle real-world usages. Get enthusiast-level performance with an Intel Core i9 processor, up to 5.3 GHz clock speed for peak gaming performance and content creation workloads. Or for competitive gameplay and content creation, choose an Intel Core i7 with up to 5.1 GHz clock speed to handle your demanding applications. The Intel Core i5 processor with up to 4.8 GHz gives you a seamless AAA gaming and entertainment experience. And with up to 4.6 GHz clock speed, the Intel Core i3 is a great fit for everyday tasks and productivity. If you're looking to push your system even further, get additional performance headroom with unlocked 10th Gen Intel Core processors, supported by Intel's advanced overclocking controls. Bring elite, real-world performance to your desktop PC with 10th Gen Intel Core processors.
Awesome. Well, there we are. Awesome. Cool. Welcome back, everyone. And we are back for round 2 of the XP Women's League. Right now we'll be having Silex and Rebels on Clubhouse too. After Silex switching off the Oregon, as we see down below, will be taken to Clubhouse to decide. Sorry, my computer screen just turned off. Killer, can you? Thank you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, I was very sad. We didn't see him. Didn't see him. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I'm hoping Chunka, Clash, Amaru, Flores. You reckon? Probably. Rens did the Clash ban last game against Silex, so maybe Silex will keep it in, and we'll see what Rebels does. She'll come up. Here we are. That is the teams I think we have. But for Rebels today, we have Weasel, Zero, Ash, or Aussie Ash, Mystique, and Alora on the roster. Unsure if any subs are coming in today. We've got Silex from what we just saw, Suki, Andromeda, Bordy, and a couple others that aren't on the same roster. On this roster, this roster's a bit older, but that's okay. We'll see it once we open up the game screen. Cool. Which I'm very excited about. Silex, since didn't have them last season, not a lot was they were a bit of a late minute entry as far as the season's concerned. Seeing them twice in the first day, I'm really happy about, because I get to see what's going on with them and how they fit in with the rest of the teams. See how their playstyle fits. Yeah, exactly. Here we are. I think we have the girls running up. Yep. We missed the chat, but everyone's wishing good luck to everyone, and it will be a great game, I'm sure. So Silex have this first ban here, taking out an attacker. Who will we see? It is Thatcher. Yes, of course. We have a game crash on Bordy. Hopefully we'll be able to return very quickly, sooner rather than later. It's all right. We're all having technical difficulties. My monitor, the servers. It's going all everywhere. So it's a bit like that. With Thatcher off the board, and now Maverick, the CCTV wall upstairs is a very tough wall to open. We don't have any Maverick to open it up. We don't have any Maverick to disable the utility on the other side. We're relying on the likes of Twitch or Carly to open up that wall if the attacker decides to. So I'm just seeing the chat. Apparently, some people can't hear Kilo. That's okay. I'll do the talking for now. We're gonna get that fixed up right now. Sorry, that you just listening. It's very interesting. So Bordy is back. So we do have a full 5 stack. The timer is paused so we can get everyone loaded in. So the mirror was the final ban on the defense, which stops some sites having obviously some easy holds. I think it's VMix. It's a VMix thing. Oh no, it's yeah. I think it's work. I think it's alright. They're still having those technical issues, and on Bordy's side as well, unfortunately. Everything's happening very, very aggressively for computers, for everyone. This is an interesting week. We will get that all sorted out while Kilo is restarting his side. So it looks like upstairs was the first defense. I can't tell because I have you. We don't?
No? Yes? Yes?
Good. Awesome. Cool.
We're with the correct one. We're with the correct mic?
Yes, yeah. It'll be your default one. We're all
Yeah,
good. So to catch you up while you're restarting everything, it was going to be an upstairs defense.
Yep.
We will be right back because Bordy is restarting, I believe. Another crash.
That's
Another crash.
Really, really unfortunate. And I know the pain of crashes.
I want to get into it.
Everyone wants to get into it. We want to get into it. The players want to get into it. Everyone. The viewers want to get into it. The most important people here, the viewers, They want to get into it. You want to get into it.
We've been waiting. They've been waiting so patiently, I might add. Very, very, very good job on their part. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, but it'll be a great game for you, I can promise. It'll be very fun to watch these two teams take it out on what I would safely say is one of the best maps on Siege right now. It's got its staple, but it's got its meta, but there's still every once in a while someone throws a spanner in the works and there's a new attack, a new strategy, a new way to hold a certain angle, and I'm excited to see.
Usually from what I've seen, it's the defense that drives that meta change. The defense will do something, usually with Cade or with one of those more nuanced operators, and the attack then changes their attack to deal with it.
That's true. I think that's why Cade is getting banned a lot more recently. It's because his claws can go absolutely anywhere, and it will shock you to you're spending age.
I see what you did there, and I don't know if you meant it, but that's good enough for me.
I had no idea.
For those of you who, no one heard it because I was having more technical difficulties. I've changed the mic. I'm now using the correct mic, and hopefully,
we don't know.
We don't know. It's Pandora's box of technology right now. One thing goes wrong, it all goes wrong.
Minutes. But yes, so Cade's taken off, which is a very, very sad thing for me.
Early rehost,
as a Cade main. Yeah, early rehost. At least it's not halfway through and it ruins the momentum. Just getting things sorted is, you expect this sort of stuff. We don't want to ruin the momentum of anyone's attack or anyone's defense. People I think that's the worst time to rehost after 4 or 5 rounds, and halfway through you're on a hot streak, and then someone crashes. But
I think
that
round
happens.
4 and round 8.
Oh,
They're the hardest ones.
Yeah.
Round 4 and round 8 as a rehost, they're the hardest ones because you've just done 3, you're resetting, you're getting ready to go again with all the sites open, and now you can't.
And
now you have to wait.
That's very true. It doesn't matter what side you're on. If you're attacking, you're getting into the habit of droning each other out. All your comms are warmed up by then, or your aim is warmed up, and then rehosting, you're going to wait a whole bunch. The vocal cords
are ready. They're warmed up. Ours don't go cold. We just keep talking.
You can be heard, by the way, by everyone's reactions. So that's
fantastic.
Good. Awesome.
We're good. We're on.
That's what it seems like. We're on. So yes, we also had the Cade and the Mirror Band for the defense.
The Mirror Band was the other one. That's a
Cade
staple
makes sense.
man for a staple map.
Mirror makes sense. Mirror is very good at holding everything. Doesn't matter what site. You bring a mirror, you've got a great gun, you've got a great line of sight. You can use it anywhere, soft walls, hard walls, and it's
gonna be it's gonna be fascinating next season how that changes though with the introduction of the shattered glass. That's gonna be fascinating to see how that
Maestro.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bigger detriment for Maestro than it is for Mirror, because if you're that close to a Mirror to melee it out, the Mirror's not in a great spot.
No. Yeah, I definitely agree. You want to put a Mirror very well further back, and if someone could walk up and through and just stand right next to your Mirror and punch it, they deserved it. They deserve to take that area. You haven't been watching it.
They deserve to hit the Mirror. They deserve that area.
They deserve it.
If they're ballsy enough
to... If you really want to take it back, shoot at the glass. If you really want to contest it still, that's up to you, but you shouldn't have given it up. Maestro, on the other hand, that's really tough for him. He's going to be completely blind until he exposes himself, or his cameras, I should say, to shoot at anything. And
this is where they give the Elder back the ACOG. And just ruin everyone's lives.
You know what? He can't use his gadget, so let's just give him a great gun with a great attachment.
That would be ridiculous. Returning to that. It was fun. And I mained the Elder ACOG. I didn't main Maestro for Maestro. I mained him for Elder ACOG.
That is exactly right. I at the time I didn't realize how overpowered it was. I'm just good with an LMG. That's all it is. Yeah. As soon as he lost it, I'm like, I don't like the LMG anymore. No, I can't hit my shots. So it
was a laser beam with an ACOG.
Exactly. The more bullets you fired, the more accurate you got. So there was no detriment. You could see anything and hit anyone. It was a force to be reckoned with. So I am very excited to actually see the Shattered Glass, because I don't like going up against a Maestro. And I think a lot of people are the same, because if you go up against a smart Maestro, then you can't take the area. Your walls will stay up. The breaches won't get opened. You won't be able to plant. So we might see a bit more movement from the defensive side without a Maestro, I think.
So they're not just sitting looking at their phones.
Exactly. That's next season. So this season, we want to see the Flores who got introduced for competitive play. And yet, I've just realized I've been banging my table and the camera's been shaking. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, yet to see him. We will see him soon, hopefully.
You're insane. You're getting too hyped up to see Flores and Shattered Glass, and
I really want to see
all of these changes. That Shattered Glass will be coming to us sometime during this season with the XPWL. That'll be coming this season when that change goes live. It's just the new operator that will be quarantined for at least until this season is over within Siege.
Yep. Which is Jaeger Doc. I don't know.
Jaeger.
Don't know what they're thinking.
Jaeger duct taping Doc's stim pistol to the top of the ADS.
That's all it is, and that's going to be cool to see as well. I think her name's Thunderbird. Thunderbird will be nerfed before she's released, but it'll be cool to see. But
You won't
On-
have to worry about your health now.
Exactly. We need some lines like that. Do you think we will see the Flores on the clubhouse after we thought we'd see it on the Oregon? Didn't
Look,
show up anywhere.
I don't think we'll see the Flores, but I think I would be very happy if we did.
Fair enough.
I'm hopeful, but not expecting it.
That's true.
That's how I'd sum up my feeling on the Flores. I'm hopeful, but not expecting it.
Yeah, that's probably a good way to sit, so you don't get disappointed. Every time I see the Clash get banned, it's horrible. It's sad. I think maybe again I'm really hopeful because if you bring in the Flores, you can take out the banded bashers on the other side of the breach wall. Given there's not a mute, most of the times it will be a mute. So if people are preparing for that, probably no Flores. But aside from that, you can clear out a lot of things.
Absolutely.
I'm very, very keen. Maybe more on a downstairs where the mutes aren't higher above, but we'll see. Again, we can only wait and see. Which
If we can
I'm
get
very excited for.
Potentially get the teams up and chat about some of the members of both of these teams.
Yep, I think we can get that up. So from Rebels. So from last season, at least we got some roster changes. Right now we've got Ash playing Mystique, Measle, Zero, and Gucci on the 5-stack right now. And Silex, we still have, where is it? Toki, Suki, Bordy, Andromeda, and I think there might be a change. We've got more people in the Discord, so we'll see what's happening there. But those 4 are still in there, at least. It'll be very, very great to see them fight. Unfortunately, both of them lost their first game of the season. Rebels lost 5-7 to Viking Army in a great match. One I want to rewatch actually, but hopefully that was on Clubhouse, so maybe they are warmed up, and can pull it through this time and bring it 7 their way.
Good words there, Loam.
Thank you.
It's always hard when you don't know what the word is that you're trying to say, and you just keep trying to bumble your way through that exact word which you want to say, but it's just not coming out.
I tried. Eventually, it's just
you tried and you got there,
and you'll make sense.
You got there
sense once I finish the sentence.
Hopefully,
but yes, we'll see what happens there. Rehost is still happening. The server will be coming up shortly, we hope, but it's all a matter of time from here.
It's all a matter if Bordy can hop back in.
Yep. So while the server's getting set up, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back when the game starts. Just stay with us, or we won't be long.
seize the night. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. I'll run away with you to seize the night. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. Smoke is scanning to the sky. You can't believe your senses. You think you've seen it all until you open your eyes. I never wanna be alone. This place is cursed. I want you to never leave my side. I run away with you to seize the light. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. We dream of feeling something. I want you. I know we both escape to lose the ground. The world we used to know is burning down. We're always strong enough to build our own. We've been running for ages to search some light. I want you. I know we both escape to lose the ground. We've been running for ages to search some light. We can feel that we're there after running for nights. We feel so I run away with you to seize the light. When ashes dropping down, we step aside. I run away with you to seize the light. When ashes dropping down, to build our own.
Bomb located by attackers. Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Ready to go. Reinforcing wall. Wall reinforced. Barrier in place.
Ten seconds left. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Awesome.
And we're back.
Sorry for the delay, everyone. It takes time.
It does.
Siege takes time. It all has its moments. But we are loading in now.
Here we go.
Everyone's
Fly
in the
over.
server.
We're back. Back at Clubhouse in Germany. Silex versus Radical Rebels. Here we go. It's going to be a cracker.
It's
Now-
gonna be a great game.
As the rules, the rehost, if we're rehosting again, we've got more problems. More problems.
We'll get there. Servers been open, people coming in, but as I said just before, things take time. Siege takes time. We'll
It's
get there.
Siege.
I'm
It's Siege.
I know for a fact it's going to be worth it though. We're going to see some good plays here after this wait. I know the girls will be itching to really just push
Play.
through it, to play,
Play.
just give it everything. There's gonna be some aggressive players. I have a very sneaking suspicion that that's all they want. They want to hit their shots and they want to just push in after
And-
a wait like this, and I don't blame them.
Both of these teams, as you said earlier, coming off a loss, they're really not wanting to go, 0-2 straight off the first game day. They really need to. One of them wants to go the 1-on-1 out of this
Exactly.
match. That's the best outcome, is to go that 1-on-1.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately,
them
one
have
of
already-
them will go home. 0 and 2. I can't do.
I thought
What was
you stopped. One of them will go home. This isn't an
One of them, no,
elimination.
they'll go home 0 and 2 today, and they'll be able to pick it up next week. But yeah, so one of them will be able to claw it back, and I'm just excited to see who. It might be an absolute gut wrencher, maybe in an overtime. After a loss, everyone gets hyped up, and everyone wants to bring it their all in the next game. No one's happy with the loss,
Yep.
and
They get hungry for the dub. Hungry
Exactly.
for the dub.
in
I know
both-
I get
both
hungry
regards.
whenever I take a loss. I get hungry. Then I go have a snack. And then I come back and play again.
And then you come
like I
back.
want it.
Okay, yeah, of course. For both regards, we've got Radical on a 5 and 7, so a very close game, and just probably very gutted with how that went down. So on the same map, looking to prove themselves, and they're going to bring it. For last game for Silex going 7 and 2, they know they can do better on a different map. So maybe this map is more their playstyle. They took out the Oregon, maybe not wanting to relive the last game. So they might bring out their all this. No, they will. They will bring out their all this time, and they'll try to claw this one back.
Whenever you connect to that lobby, you're always going to give it your all. There's no one who gives it. No one ever logs into a Siege lobby and goes, "I'm going to give it about 70% today. I'm not going to give it my all. I'm just going to 70%. 70%. That'll do for today."
No, exactly. And you can hear it after every play. Everyone just is going to be shouting in their own servers, just hyping each other up and pushing it further and further. So it's taking its time, but it's going to be a good game. I'm very excited for it. I'm sure everyone watching is very excited, sticking around for this.
For those of you who have just joined us, the rehost is underway. That is not the current score. That was the score from last map, or last match, sorry, where I've forgotten who it was now.
Silex
it was
and
Renz. Renz took it over Silex 7-2, so Renz have the advantage in the last one.
Also,
and we've got it
Clubhouse today.
Got it fixed again. Yes, Clubhouse being edited live.
Movie magic. This is movie magic.
We say it and it happens.
Exactly. We are almighty here. So yes, we'll be going there. Initially, we saw a defense upstairs. That might, after the rehost change, we might want to. They didn't actually load in, so they might decide to go to a different place. But I'm hoping. Again, I love my upstairs holds.
Here we go.
The fly through servers.
Take 3. Once again,
charm, as they say.
Comes in, although you also have the it comes in 3s, so let's hope that's not it.
In the ban phase, and that's Thatcher taken out again.
So the ban phase we already know.
We do know.
It's going to be your Thatcher.
I have a feeling it's going to be
Maverick.
A Maverick.
So Thatcher, Maverick, and then I believe it was Mira, Cade, and then Mira.
Yeah.
Those are the 4 we're going to be seeing.
So the Cade, taking Cade off the board, going to be much easier to push certain areas. Obviously, you've got the normal breach, very crucial in a lot of takes for CCTV. And
anything upstairs.
Anything upstairs is useful. We've got obviously a jacuzzi wall, which Cade is very good at holding because he can throw it from anywhere. As you said, you don't know where those claws are, and they will shock you. Now that one was terrible, but
terrible. But you've recycled it again.
I want to use it again, of course.
But it's like recycled paper. It gets slightly thinner.
Ouch. Ouch. All right, here we are loading in with the upstairs hold CC cache, same as last time. Believe the same loadout too. And we will begin with a little bit of a delay, but finally, 3rd time's the charm. We're going in. Let's enjoy this. We have the Ace and Thermite brought on the side of Rebels to ensure that a wall will get opened. 6-pick coming in.
Onto the Frost.
Frost to Frost. That's a good get in the head, sort of expect a 6-pick and just stick with it.
You don't see when a 6-pick is used, though.
No, you don't, but I wish you did. Wish it just had a big question mark come on. But then that's what gives away the whole point. 6-pick,
They're all question marks.
They're all question marks, yeah. Fairly standard beginnings yet for the Rebels with all their drone setup as far as I can tell. Yep. Setting up the
stock pre-placed drones. They're ready to go here. Toki getting those all-important garage door walls. They're not really doors, they are walls.
They are walls. Well, they are garage doors, so.
Garage door walls.
Okay, alright.
All 4 of them. All 4 of them falls onto Toki and
all 5 pushing together. Sorry.
Release the radicals. Release the rebels.
No time wasted. As I said, they are excited to get going. Toki running back very
banging it back into sight there.
I
Just
would be too.
noping it out of garage after that door is broken. Going to find a spot.
That is
Leaving
frightening.
Peachy, a standout player from last game, holding that rafters position.
Falling back.
Going to fall
actually.
back from that. And
Moving
moving.
up, right? After Allura opens up below, I believe they don't have a rotate, which does not help the catwalk hold. So giving up. Peachy taking some fire, rotating back onto site. Mystic opening
Bomb
the walls.
located by
They're being
attackers.
bandit tricked. Oh, but Toki being
And there goes
taken out.
Toki.
Wall will be open now. With no wall denial left. Suki on the other side of the map, not able to trick. The wall has been opened. We have Suki actually with the MP5, not the shotgun for rotates, holding in bathroom as the rotate. Sorry, that's the Roma. Being spotted by Zero, I believe, or Sophia. And pinned in the bathroom. They know her location and might have to collapse on that roam. You can't let someone at the late round come in behind and just take out your push. Peachy nearby to help in construction. Mystique running straight in through using the smoke and getting bombed down. Will the plant convert? I think so.
Attackers
Quite an
bomb-
early. Oh no! Shut down from on site by the Frost
Frost.
of Waifu.
Frost being taken out with the trade, but stopped the diffuser going down.
Diffuser is now dead on site in default position.
Numbers going 3-2 advantage to the Rebels right now on the attack, so they are able to still use their number advantage.
Plant
Maybe to
going
get the
down
bomb
from
down.
Allura.
Weasel taken out in construction, but Ash taking the pick onto Andromeda.
Diffuser has been planted. We're now in a 1v2 post-plant situation.
It's up to Peachy right here.
Attackers need to protect
Peachy's
the
got to
diffuser.
make something
Position
happen.
compromised.
Doesn't quite catch the player. Catches are there. Doesn't quite hit the shots. Aussie Ash hitting those shots, taking out Peachy. And that is round one for the third time. Round one is finished. Moving on to round two. Let's continue this trend
Let's
of
keep it going.
moving through the rounds.
Moving through the rounds. No more rehosts. Let's get it done. That was a great push by Rebels. Getting the bomb started with 1 minute left is great for moments like that. Because if you lose the bomb, 10 seconds left in the round, sorry, the diffuser, I should say, then it's almost over. You have to frag out. It's very dangerous to try to get the bomb down again. Diffuser, I'm just going to call it the bomb. But with the
case.
they had time to run back in, pick it up, and plant it with plenty of time to spare, giving them the advantage on the
Attackers need to
1v2.
locate and defuse
and
as many
post-plant.
bombs as they can.
It was a very informative push, and you know the 5 stacks spawned together really worked in their favor right there. No time was wasted. Sprinted out, got to their positions, and knew what they were doing. They had plenty of time to plan out that attack. They had absolutely all the
Pack
time.
of wolves
Cover the
descending
location of the bomb.
on the site.
Unleash the rebels, as I believe you said, and it was glorious.
It was really nice to watch that confidence come from the rebels of
10
that
seconds
push
left
was
before insertion.
confidence.
That's very true. We'll be seeing a downstairs
5
hold right
seconds to
now,
go.
with hatches being reinforced by the
Attackers are
Mozzie,
heading
and
out
actually
to defuse the
taken
bomb.
back down to site. I thought we'd see a Mozzie roam here. The rebels have been released from their spawn and have been swarming the doors. Both
Unleashed.
dirt walls they have been unleashed. Both dirt walls have been reinforced, so they may need a hard breacher to take that out. Luckily for them, they have brought the ace and the thermite, so that shouldn't be any problem for them. Right there.
Now, without Cade in play, this hatch is going to be relatively easy to open compared to if that Cade was in play.
There are
There
impact
is a
grenades
Roma
and
that was missed. The Roma is sitting in games. Didn't quite catch who that was. I think it might have been Setsuki. Nope, it's Toki. Toki just hiding in there, waiting for her moment to strike. Waiting for the Radical Rebels to let their guard down. She can just walk on in behind them. Get a couple of cheeky picks. Is the plan. Let their focus go somewhere else. That's the first pick.
I think there's another
And a down. Hasn't noticed.
double
There,
right there.
That's a double right there.
The
Collapsing
hedge.
in on her.
Oh,
And
I'm
just
unlucky.
can't make it triple. But still, that's a good trade. Positive trade out of that one.
That was a good play there by Toki. I think, yes, the Thermite ran across the Sophia, blocking the final bullet that would have killed her with his head. And then there was 2 kills right there instead of the 1. Very
Unfortunate
well
on
played.
Mystique. Peachy falling
Taken out
down,
from the hatch.
and it becomes a 1v2. That 1v2? No, they're trading out.
It's
1v2.
a 3v3 now.
Now it's a 1v2. I called it. I want to say that I could see the future, and that's what I saw.
That's exactly,
1v2.
You knew what you meant.
Planting going down.
I might be able to get stopped here. And it does! Waifu!
Waifu clutching out the round there. Finishing.
I
Not sure which one to go for first. Picked the right one
decided to take out both.
at the end of the day.
The Ayana looking at the wrong rotate, trying to cover the ace plan, allowing Waifu to take those kills. It was a good rotate through blue down to AKs, using the noise to her advantage, able to pop out of nowhere seemingly. That was a good defense. There was a lot of good plays that just worked together nicely. Toki staying upstairs, hiding from drones. Rebels not really droning the entire floor. Not really expecting someone to be holding pool table.
Attackers need to locate
giving
and
2
defuse
kills
as many
away from
bombs
that.
as they can.
Getting a trade, but an uneven trade.
And that's what I think we're going to be seeing for the rest of this game, is that back and forth. That's at least what I'm hoping to see. It's a lot of that back and forth and trades coming out and clutch plays like that. They're always good to watch, fun to watch, and always like seeing them. Waifu now on to the smoke.
Yep, we'll be going back upstairs after
10
a
seconds
loss
to
from
insertion.
there. Hoping to...
I'm trying to work out, has
5
Waifu
seconds left
got
before
the
insertion.
shotgun or not for rotates? No.
FMG9.
Attackers
Doesn't
So it looks like it's
any
going to be
shotgun.
up to Andromeda and Setsuki to create the rotates with their impacts.
Might have a headgear, but everyone seems okay with it, at least for now. Yes, so... Where was I? Yes, so sorry. Silex looking to improve their hold last time. And hopefully filling the gaps that lost them the round the first time around. So there's the TK. Unfortunate, bringing in the smoke with a headgear, which isn't allowed. Which brings out the TK, which is a big hit for Silex, with Waifu going really well so far. 4 and 2, one of those deaths being a TK, but it's just to make sure everything is fair and even. That's a loss of 3 smoke canisters. That's a very big loss for Silex, and hopefully they're able to fill the hole here. If they're able to stop the push from Rebels, then that would be huge, winning this site with a deficit to start off with. They need this round.
Peachy taking some fire as she rotates back through the garage window. The ace opening up some angles. Cheeky angles, looking out onto that rafters position. Falling off that rafters position, you've got the mute of Toki. Once again, in these really odd positions, but if they work, they work. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Going for that, looking into Jim, almost looking at going onto suicide, and looking at this player that's trying to cut the site in half is going to be very vulnerable for a run out from Toki. I wonder if we'll see that later in the round. But for now, verticals are being opened up by Zero on the Zafia.
Bomb has been located.
Players getting in
going
position.
down.
A plant's going down. The cross is being held from suicide. Plant's being stopped. Calls come out, but they're not safe. Or Weasel escapes the gunfight on 1 health remaining. A trade goes out.
Being taken
Trade
out.
goes out from Aussie Ash, and Peachy takes out Weasel.
Diffuser being put down, giving the post-plant situation to Rebels. In a 1v4, left up to Peachy. Trade's just going in the favor of Rebels, and that doesn't change. Alora taking the long angle onto Peachy all the way from Garage and just closing out the round. That round was Rebels from the start. They knew what they wanted to do. They opened up the wall convincingly, very easily, and just walked in. For having 4 players, Silex decided to split up the team, having 2 anchors and 2 roamers, and the roamers weren't able to get back into the positions that they need to in time. You know, we had
It also-
Rebels on site and 2 people off site.
It also definitely messes with your head game with when you've just essentially you've broken the rules of the competition and brought an illegal skin in. That messes with your own head game. One of your teammates has to TK you, which messes with their head game. You've got, you know, mental,
Attackers need to locate and defuse
I guess,
bombs.
the fortitude of these players having to go through that and then try and bring it back when you're already a player down because of all of these compounding issues. That makes it really hard on them. And you could see that with the dominant way that Rebels ran through that site.
It's very
Going
true.
to gym now. Going to gym now, we've got the Frost, which I was not expecting on a gym hole. Capcan as well. Quite off operators that we don't
10
usually
seconds left
see
before insertion.
run very meta here.
Seeing the
seconds
standard
to
castle
go.
setup for gym bedroom, which I like to see. It's very strong,
Attackers' objective is
protects
to locate a bomb and
whoever's
defuse it.
holding jacuzzi wall and whoever's holding cached, so they can rotate through to construction without worrying about that window. It looks like the Rebels are preparing for a CCTV take, which is crucial to hold suicide control, which gives
Laura doing the drone work, droning in, making sure there's no one there to surprise the players that are of Aussie Ash and Zero that are going to be opening up that angle to give a safe perch for the thermite that'll drop near the ACs onto that suicide balcony.
Ping is going
Mozzie's
out.
playing in
Shots.
construction. Shots through the wall on a call. Construction, still 1 player in construction. Zero pushing in. Zero Prince, that is, pushing in. Pre-fires the Mozzie, misses the shots.
Both
Doesn't quite
Zero
land it.
and Peachy quite low. The breaching charge opens up the hatch that Peachy was
Allowing-
standing on.
Allowing Peachy to escape. Barely. Escape barely with her life. Toki taken out.
Toki, which takes out the mute, allowing the wall to be opened as well.
Peachy finding the trade onto Alora. The thermite charge muted still.
Oh,
The
still-
mute hasn't gone, but the player has. Frost taking out Zero Prince. Frost of Waifu taking out Zero Prince, rather.
2 left on site, 2 defenders holding, switching up their angles to cover more ground, and the calm before the storm. There'll be 1 minute remaining, and 5 players left in the servers. Ping's going out, they know where the Frost is. I believe the Frost spots the drone and knows that the attackers know their location, and needs to pull something out of this. Needs to be able to contest these attackers pushing from every angle.
Otzi Ash now onto that suicide balcony, no longer needing to maintain that CCTV control, rotates back off it to take a more direct route through the construction site. Now onto site, holding an
Diffuser
angle
has
is
been
Waifu
downed.
on the Frost. Diffuser has been dropped by Mystique. On
Attackers
site,
recovered
no, not on site, in... I was not expecting those cap cans to go off and I was very confused. I thought Ash had just breaching charged herself.
It was the fireworks at the end of the round.
The fireworks at the end of the round.
That if
That's
Andromeda
round.
found a way to stay alive at the end of that, Ash would have sprinted through those last two cap cans and been downed. That would have been very strong and very exciting. But unfortunately, the Ash just swung too early for Castle, and
It would have
Andromeda
been
gets taken down.
heartbreaking for Radical if that had happened, but that's an alternate universe that we're not living in at this point in time.
Do you see what I see right now?
I'm seeing it and I'm loving it.
I thought
I am
you might.
loving
I
that
thought you
fuse
might.
pick.
Defenders,
The
protect your
fuse
bombs from being
pick
defused by
for a
attackers.
basement hold. That is powerful. There is a Jaeger on the board still, so maybe some pucks will be caught, but not enough, I would imagine. With Fuse being able to now have 4
On
charges.
paper, it always looks like, yeah, Jaeger is the hard counter to Fuse. I'd say it's the opposite. Fuse is the hard counter to Jaeger. The level of destruction. We talked about the destruction that Flores can bring. Flores is like a scalpel compared to the sledgehammer that a Fuse brings. That over there, I want it gone, says Fuse. Flores can pick your gadget that you want gone, not the room.
Yes, Flores is more, I don't like that wall on the way, I'm gonna tear it down. Fuse, I don't like that room, it's gone. And I am very excited to see. Fuse on the other side where stock is, maybe not going to kitchen. Maybe going to use the charges on the hatch instead above blue or generator. Which is
Toki
soft,
doing
very possible.
doing a very sneaky roam out through strip. Still there by the looks of it.
Wonder
Not
if she'll be
sure.
droned this time.
Not sure if she'll catch that Fuse off guard going into stock here.
Peachy dancing around with the C4, waiting for the pings to come out. So waiting for the calls and the footsteps to be able to blow up someone from below. There it is, the Fuse entering kitchen. Destruction and mayhem await.
We're hyping up the Fuse. Oh, Toki's taken out. That mute. That play is not gonna be coming to fruition as there it goes.
The charge goes down.
Zero
C4
Prince.
might be returned. There's this. Oh, there's the charges. Peachy taking a hit, 50% roughly, from the Fuse pucks. The dangerous, dangerous hockey pucks that he brings to the table. And there's a
Weasel
kill.
got Waifu. Waifu
With
on
the
the
hockey
on the
pucks.
Malusi. Hockey pucks raining down on site. Defenders running scrambled. It's mayhem under there. They don't know where the next Fuse charge is going to drop. Jaeger taking some fire. Looks like from the blue stairs. Fires back, doesn't quite manage to hit the shots onto Zero Prince, who pushes all the way down blue and is now ready to take sight, but is stopped by Peachy, who now holds the angles of back of AKs.
Holding the long angles, watching the drop from kitchen hatch as well as main stairs, while the rebels push one by one into Moto from main stairs. Weasel covering the sledge, coming in through. Suki having to take out 2 who ran over to Moto. There's a second in there.
Setsuki gets Mystique and drops the diffuser? No.
Yeah,
The
yes,
diffusers have
but
been
picked
packed up.
up.
It was dropped a diffuser, but there's another one in there. Pushing through now. Getting close. Drops the
Suki,
diffuser
nice
again.
shot.
Setsuki with the flick there. Another one coming in.
Suki
That's
bringing
a
it
that's a
back.
third for Setsuki, and Setsuki has set Silex up. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Cast a
Spoke too
curse.
soon. It's possible, but
It is possible.
Peachy is running in.
Peachy's got this.
Finishes
and
off
that-
the round.
That is
Suki.
Silex. Silex bringing it back.
Suki
Off a-
just doing exactly what she needed to do right there. It was a tough hold. You know, had 2 people in Moto. Took off one, quickly reloaded, took out the other when they pushed. One by one, filtered them in one by one and hit the shots.
That was a hectic round. And that is why I love when a fuse is brought. It's just something unexpected. You don't know where the next one's coming from. And you just create this movement in the defender. This movement in the site that just can't be done with any other operator. Having every player moving around and switching positions, creating that chaos that you can try to exploit. Players crossing angles that you're holding, players being flushed out of cover that otherwise have the advantage fighting from.
That's very true. I am always afraid. Doesn't matter what team I'm on when a fuse is brought. If I'm on attackers, I'm still afraid. You never know what's going to happen. And the hockey pucks are bouncy. They are extremely bouncy. They can get anywhere. We have an upstairs hold in gym bedroom right now without the castle, I will remind everyone, which was brought last time. And
I did not see that.
yes, we have the Aruni instead, which I thought would be to replace castle locations, but not going in the usual castle spots. So a different hold, a secondary hold coming out right here from Silex. And
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try something else, is I think how that goes.
I believe you're correct there, yes. Try something completely different.
Try something completely different and throw what you know out the window.
Exactly.
But
yes.
it worked for them the last round, Silex, and they're going now to that gym. Once again, Radical Rebels trying to take control of that CC to get the Thermite onto that power position on... Get that power position on the suicide balcony. There's the suicide balcony dropped, getting the all clear from the Zephyr that is pushing in to that CC point. Haven't quite spotted out... No, they've spotted out the bandit who's playing in cash. Takes a couple of hits going through that Aruni gate. Doesn't... That wall's opened up now and he's got to watch the rotate. Gunfight coming through. Waifu takes a shot, but then so does Zero Prince. Couple of small skirmishes. Couple bits of health lost, but it's still a 5v5 with 1 minute and 47 seconds remaining.
I would like to point out that wall in construction that was opened when I think Peachy fell down the hatch has now been reinforced to prevent that. Peachy taking the hit on Zero, taking out the Zofia, who's been a big help to Rebels today.
Zero Prince has been the playmaker, been the first one in, first one to land those shots and just goes ham on the defender's site. Peachy just missing the shot on the Thermite on... Was it Thermite on Mystic? No, the Ace, I think, on Allura.
Allura, yes.
Ace. Watching these angles quite intently there. Looking to see if they can go in and plant. They're planting in gym. Diffuser is going down.
Unsure if Silex is even aware.
I don't think Silex... Oh, Silex were aware. They were just a little slow to take it up. Waifu downs the Thermite. Diffusing now.
And that's the round.
That's the round. That's a flawless round for Silex to bring it to 3-3.
That was a very interesting round. I am very confused, but it was good.
Sneak onto site.
Sneak onto site, get the bomb down, not in front of the window, not where most people would expect, but actually I believe pushed in through Jacuzzi straight into the doorway and just putting the bomb down right there.
But not quite having the health or really the, I guess, manpower to hold where they'd planted.
Yeah.
And it came back and here we are, three apiece in terms of rounds, 5 apiece in terms of players, resetting for round number 7. Who can break this deadlock of this back and forth game? I see the Flores. The 6-pick's been used. Flores is coming out.
Flores, everyone.
We are being treated here. We are being treated here. This is the first time that we've seen a Flores.
Today, yeah. This is
Today,
very exciting.
On the B stream.
And no mute brought, which is very good for the Flores. Suki will be happy to find that one out that they did not.
And no Mozzie either.
No Mozzie. Flores has clear rain. The only worry is everyone's bullets. Which
Those
after-
danger beans can
Those
really
danger
shut you down.
Yes, so getting in quickly and opening up, you know, if it's breach or construction wall side, then that's exactly, you want to do that quickly and not make any noise, because once you hear those wheels turning, everyone's going to flick to that drone.
Man needs to oil his drones. I don't know what he does to take care of them, but they are squeaky.
They're very loud drones.
Get some WD-40 on them. You can hear it coming a mile away. There's bearing.
They are bulletproof after, you know, if used correctly, so I mean that might make some noise.
Still, WD-40. That's all the man needs.
Dip it in WD-40.
Dip paint in WD-40, yes. I'm sure that won't cause any problems with anything inside it.
No, of course.
Hibana working to open up the internals of Garage. Working in that angle that is so loved and feared by anyone playing Catwalk, or playing against Catwalk for that matter.
It is an amazing angle, and
Bomb located by
the first moment I found out about it, I don't think I've approached the CC attack any other way since. That is my go-to. Open up that wall and just hold it for a little bit.
Was that a couple of months ago that you found that one out?
It was a little while ago. We have balcony open for Jacuzzi from Waifu. Peachy pushing in with the Hibana. Waifu taking out Weasel on the Malusi, which was mainstairs roam. That gives them...
There's a second one on that roam. Misses the shots. Doesn't quite connect with the head, but connects with the bodies. Still re-peeks it. Another one coming from the other way on the castle. Aussie Ash taking out that
Suki.
IQ. And that's... Suki! We missed it!
We
The
missed
Flores
it.
kill!
But the Flores kill, I'm happy.
I am happy as well.
Ash taking out Toki, sorry, on the other side in construction, I believe. Yes.
1 minute left, and it's a 3v2. Waifu, on just a sliver of health, manages to get the trade out.
That's
Trade
it.
onto Castle, and we're down to a 1v1 now. Flores, v Wamai, Setsuki, v Mystique.
Mystique's having a little bit of a tough game today, going 1-5, but will she be able to pull it back?
Any player can still be dangerous.
Suki just spotting the head a bit late and not being able to convert.
No drones close enough.
Suki
And it's
able to get the last hit
Suki.
through those metal beams.
That 2x scope really paying off there against the Wamai's 1.5 scope. Just a little bit of extra zoom can get you that long angle and can land you those shots on those long angles.
Say we asked for a Flores and
We got a Flores, and
Flores.
Setsuki delivers. Coming
excited.
back for it.
I would like to say that I thought that round would go to the side of Rebels after Ash's performance in construction. Every step of the way there was, you know, I noticed Ash was pushed out of into construction to help out the roamers, and I believe got 3, maybe 2 kills. I thought after that position.
Definitely a multi-kill round there from Aussie Ash, but
Attackers need to
that was just not expected. It comes down to that 1v1. You just gotta win those ones.
Exactly.
As all the cool kids say, you just gotta win your ones.
I swear you are an old man sometimes. We'll be seeing the same site right now, and the same setup.
The location of a bomb.
Yes. And everything seems to be going the same, but the Flores is still where my eyes are. So we've got 2 ADSs on the suicide window right there. That's to protect the bandit batteries on CCTV window. And if those ADSs get burned, there is still another Wamai floating around and a magnet I really pre-placed to help protect that bandit. They really want that wall to stay.
But you're missing one man.
One man can ruin
He's
it all.
standing there. He's standing there with his little red symbol. Little oilless drone.
He's the key to it all. His little lock, his little key. He'll open up that wall regardless.
I am shaking my head at you for that one. That was horrible.
That was exactly what you wanted to hear.
It was. It was. Not gonna lie, it was exactly what I wanted to hear. Mystique playing that rafter role.
Suki doing exactly as predicted, sending the little drone that could straight through, being shot
Through the drone hole. Someone playing
Oh,
top red.
prepared. Sending another drone very quickly, unexpected, maybe flashes or smokes. Will this get the
That'll get the bandit batteries. At least one of them. That's Waifu taking out Aussie Ash, who was such a standout player last round.
Suki using 3 of the 4
Zero
drones.
Prince, Weasel. Zero Prince and Weasel trading it out. Peachy is
Mystique and
gone.
Allura just staring at this drone hole, not letting anything pass. That wall is staying up. And Zero Prince just holding her ground in gym, not letting anyone get anywhere near that site from construction. That wall staying closed. No one's walking in through master bedroom. They are funneling everyone through one hole, or they're going to have to jump through the windows. Which it looks like Suki is contesting right now, trying to get
Setsuki
Zero
taking
out.
shots from CCTV, that peek onto the suicide balcony, and that is exactly why it is named Suicide Balcony.
There's nowhere
If
you
you-
can go.
If your attention is divided, then there's no hope from that little peek that you just get through the window. You have full sight onto everyone standing there. Standing, crouching, proning. There's no way to escape it. Andromeda with a really nice pick onto Zero Prince.
Giving the
Taking out that
attackers
Jaeger.
Construction control. Able to reconnect if need be. But Allura taking out Andromeda from red onto construction.
We're now in a 1v2 with diffuser down in construction.
Lucy's Wub-Wubs are going off. I love the nickname. So they are aware of
15 seconds
Toki's
remaining.
location.
15 seconds, there's got to be a play made.
10
The
seconds.
shot lands.
Attackers have recovered their defeat.
Toki pushing through.
Very slowly
Fighting
due to
noise.
Unlucky.
Can't quite find the head of Mystique on the Wamai. Finishing up that round. Knows where the
Gadget
sledge
right
is.
Lucy's Gadget was MVP right there, forcing Toki to walk through the door rather than run or do anything else really, which just was an easy click of the head right there from the Wamai. The
When
angle
you're pushing
was
in-
just right there.
When you're pushing into a site, you just can't take an amble. You have to push it. You can't amble onto site. You can't wander into site. You can't stroll. None of them. None of them. You have to take it. You take that site.
Seeing
You
the
take it
Valkyrie
with you
right
take
now.
it with conviction.
You own that site. You want
Own
to
that
prove that you
site.
own that site.
Attackers
Take it. Get it now.
as many bombs as they can.
Seeing the downstairs hold and the Valkyrie broad, I believe that is going to sort of insinuate a few more C4s being thrown from below. Although only one has been brought on the mute, so maybe not. The Valkyrie.
I think the The Valkyrie in this stage has not been brought for the C4s. The Valkyrie is being brought for the ability to impact trick that
Yes.
kitchen hatch.
Very
Attackers
very
have
With the-
recovered location of a
With the
bomb.
ban of Decayed, the only way to make sure that that hatch stays closed is with an impact trick. There's the cam going up in the corner of kitchen.
Yes, a banded battery will not work here
seconds
because
left
it's a
before
little
it's
too
finished.
obvious. It
Sticking
will,
a 9 volt, a 12 volt battery just over a metal hatch. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be
I
sneaky.
have used a banded battery and a hatch once for a reason, and it worked. I used it to destroy drones coming through a drone hole because the hatch was right there, and it worked. So it's not
Yeah.
completely implausible, but it won't work here.
Not to deny the hatch being open.
No, unfortunately
One-
not.
One stray danger bean and that's all over.
The Valkyrie cam being spotted very early by the pings. The drone spotting it straight away. Gonna do believe there's still a Roma,
Ooh.
and that was Weasel being taken out by Waifu. Out
Really
of
nice
stock.
cross there.
Second Roma being spotted. The Jaeger upstairs. Zero cams or Sam cams are very useful for this situation. I love the Arena Gate, the laser gate on the hatch. Trying to stop it from being open for as long as possible, but in the end, if it does get opened, take the
Still got
40
that.
damage.
Still got that laser gate ready.
Still got the laser gates. You know, forcing more utility bit to be used.
Oh, here it comes. The impact trick.
I believe.
There it is. It didn't get it. Second one didn't get it.
I believe the hole for the impact trick was a little too small, and it hit the bottom layer, like the bottom of the top layer of the flooring, which doesn't hit it. It hit the actual
Trolley.
Trolley,
That is
that's
beside the hatch.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But the laser gates are still up. They can't be destroyed. So hopefully that is still doing exactly what Rebels want. Zero taking heavy fire from Moto. Sorry, from main stairs into Moto. So, from
Peachy
I believe.
throwing a smoke to dissuade that. Throwing the smoke tax, I guess, to allow to pass through the laser gate.
Cannot take a hit from that laser gate on that health. That would be a very, very quick death, and a very painful death, I would imagine, since it's a laser.
Easier to just throw the smoke tax, the utility tax, and go about your merry way. Another laser gate. Moto open, dropping now. Andromeda on the zero. Taken out by a cross.
One from AKs, one from Cage at the back of sight. Zero taking another hit onto Peachy on the Jackal. That means no more feet. Toki being taken out from Mystique as well. But Waifu able to close it out a bit more, bringing it back to 2 and 3. Suki just pushing down the hallway, hoping for some hit, but the pings are coming out.
Taken out by Mystique
everywhere. Suki unable to convert onto any kills there, with bullets flying everywhere. A lot of intel being given, but for both teams.
Pings everywhere.
Massacre.
Pings everywhere. That's what happens when Valk's on the board. You get the yellow pings. Sometimes it happens so much during a game that you half ignore the yellows unless someone is telling you, look at my ping.
Look at my ping.
Yep. On my ping.
Or if you want to be really toxic and you know that the round's over and your camera is in a very obvious spot, you might even bring out the red pings.
Bring out them spicy red pings. It's like a red chili. Level of spice.
We'll be going upstairs again, back to gym bedroom for the Rebels.
Oh.
And we have a disconnect and a crash, perhaps.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
We'll see what that's about soon. A lot of confusion going out, but Rebels still setting up until other words have been said.
The rehost hasn't been called for at this point.
Flag, she's coming back. Okay. There was a Wi-Fi issue, apparently. So we will see how that unfolds.
It doesn't look like the rehost is going to be called. They're just going to play out the round at 4v5, which is best for everyone.
Yep.
Everyone gets to keep playing.
No one has to stop. No one has to wait for the 4th time, but that's okay. I'm very excited, Killer. We have a Blackbeard.
I did say at the start that these things come in threes. That's the 3rd time that it's happened.
That is very true. I am very excited. I'm assuming we'll see a Blackbeard on Suicide. Peeking the windows. Windows are Blackbeard's best friend. Your body's protected and your head will just take a hit while you can shoot everyone else. But that's only if Silex can take CCTV. Because if CCTV is not under your control, then Suicide is, well, Suicide for a reason. Peachy taking the angle onto the window, the droning out as Toki takes some shots from that same window.
That's left Toki in a really unfortunate position, being one shot away from it being over for them for this round. Blackbeard sneaking up on rafters.
Unaware of someone below in garage, I believe. Suki taking damage. The Blackbeard
Pushing
being
up the
pushed.
garage. Blackbeard taking out Satsuki. You could just see it in the right-hand side of the screen. Grumpy. Toki. Going for that construction. Can't quite find the player there. Knows where they are, but just can't quite find them.
Pre-fire coming out, not able to connect.
Blackbeard pushing in. Doesn't quite realize that they're there. Or does, and just misses the shots. Aussie Ash taking out the Blackbeard. And it's left to Toki with 20 health. That's 5 health per player.
It's possible. If you give each player a little bit of health.
Have to ration your health.
Ration your health out here. Toki's gonna have to make a play. A lot of angles being watched. Can't drop down this hatch without being noticed, without being heard, without much intel. It's a very dangerous game. Even with intel, it's dangerous. But Toki gathering that intel now, knowing there's no rotate into construction, so it doesn't need to look over there.
Coming up on 30 seconds remaining. Diffuser's still down. Rebels don't need to push anything. They can just continue doing as they do. They don't
Drop
need
comes
to
out.
make anything happen. That drop would have been heard. They know the Ash will be in that logistics room.
Exactly. Weasel rotated around very quickly. They have Toki cornered. Very, very far into
7 seconds
the-
left.
5 seconds left.
Seeing if there's a... Going for the frags, not the plant. That's all.
The plan there was, after the round was in a way lost, delay as long as possible. Waifu has returned in time for the next round. In that situation, 20 health against 4 players. Very, very, very tough to come back from that one. And
It's very hard to lose 5 health at a time in
it's
all of your
very hard to
gunfights.
lose. Unless you go up against a Maestro cam, then unfortunately you're going to take a bit more.
Unfortunately, he's going to take a bit more than 5 off you, though, because that thing fires quite quickly.
We're now into match point in the way of Rebels. The floor is coming out as it has previous rounds, but Rebels
0 as
adapting.
well.
Rebels adapting to the mute, not the castle. So mute may be being able to stop this because Bandit is there as well. So
Defenders,
mute is not
protect your
here
bombs
for
from
wall
being
denial
defused by attackers.
necessarily. We saw 2 Rebels watching the 1 drone hole to prevent that Flores drone coming in through the hole, but that's not a viable option all the time. So maybe just plonking down a mute jammer in the right spot can
Attackers have discovered the
put
location
everyone's
of the
minds
bomb.
at ease right there.
And having that mute is a bit more of a set and forget rather than watching it like a hawk. You take a, you blink, get something in your eye, your nose gets itchy, something like that.
10 seconds left.
As the Flores drone comes in, that's what we call siege timing.
5 seconds
And it happens a lot more often than one would think. Just get the worst timing. As you go to scratch your nose, it's been itchy for the last 30 seconds, that's when the Flores drone comes in. And you just can't quite hit it. That mute stops that. Set and forget.
Very true. Very true. What I've noticed recently, and what I've been very thankful for with match replays, is how much siege timing doesn't just affect me. I would watch back and just feel really bad for people that I've swung onto because they've looked away at the worst time, and I've just, they've been watching an angle for 30 seconds, something, and I'll just say hello at the worst time, and it makes me feel a little better
Samcam
that doesn't just
shot through the drone hole there. He's looking at it out that drone hole, seeing if he can get the mute.
The attacker's bomb
Off
diffuser has
that.
been dropped.
That is
The Nomad.
very smart. If that
Attackers have recovered their
that
diffuser.
works.
Nomad being chewed up by an ADS. Second one goes through, gets chewed up by a 1i, the magnet, and then top it all off, Mystique finds the player.
Through the server racks onto suicide window from catwalk rotate. It's a very powerful angle since there's a lot in the way. There's a lot that can obstruct both attacker and defender views, but if you're the one looking at it and you're the one prepared, you have the advantage.
You get a pixel angle onto those ACs there from the catwalks. If the rotate's in the right spot and the moon's in the correct rotation and the wind's blowing just right,
Then
You can-
everything lines up.
you can sometimes get a player on that. Speaking
Weasel.
of getting a player on that, Zero Prince takes out Toki. The sledge.
Weasel and Suki trading blows. They're both very low. Andromeda taking out Ash on the mute. Zero doing a trade right there afterwards. It's a 2v4, 2v3, sorry.
Setsuki finds the head of Weasel and starts rotating up those red stairs to join her teammate in Andromeda with the diffuser. Pre-fire's coming through, just missing their mark. Andromeda. Setsuki
Andromeda
taken
right
back
here.
down from the back. That's Radical Rebels.
And
That's
the
game
game.
over. That was a fantastic game.
Well played by both teams right there. That was a great game to watch. Brought it all the way. I thought we would. I had a feeling we would see overtime at one point. Then Rebels just turned it on. Won plenty in a row. What they needed to bring it all the way. You can keep
When
going.
it went to 3-3, I thought this is really good. It's really close. When it went to 4-4, I thought overtime could be on the cards
it's
here.
very possible.
4-5, and then how close some of those last rounds were. It was definitely possible. Had we been in that alternate universe where the overtime had happened,
I think
I don't know how many more
yeah.
technical difficulties would have happened as well. But
it
it is what it is.
It's the first week of the season, second game. Those things are bound to happen. I did like seeing how all awesome just got so we do have some standings. I just needed to do that. We'll put on the standings on the screen in a minute right here.
So we have Quacked and Viking Army, both on 2 wins apiece. The round difference is the only thing that's separating them. Quacked being 1 round above Viking Army, followed by Renz and Skyfire. Renz with the only 1 match so far that hasn't finished then.
Still
Their second match.
Still matches going on right now, yep.
So Renz and Fallen Angels are still going. Radical Rebels will stay in their spot unless Renz loses their current match, in which case Radical Rebels may go up to number 4.
Yeah, we might have some ladder changes by the end of tonight, but this is the standings right now.
Oh, this just in. Ren's lost, so they are going to drop down. Radical Rebels are going to bump up and be sharing a spot with Skyfire.
Yes.
Then followed by Ren's, Fallen Angels, and then Silex and Grumpy Grapes down in that bottom for the moment. We still have a long season to go, and I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully less technical issues. Hopefully I can finally get my words down, but we'll get there.
That's not going to happen.
Not going to happen. All right. Well, I'll just
You're not
accept
going to
it
get
now.
your words down.
I'll accept it now. That was a great game to watch. I think at the end I saw Zero Prince on 7 assists or something. Top of the team, 11 kills, 7 assists, and that's just showed how dominant she was in the game. Being the playmaker for the team and actually just controlling the flow of the game. When she popped off, it just worked. Everything worked, and there's no stopping situations like that.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't fault any specific situations. There was a good droning on both sides, which I'm a huge fan of. I love seeing those yellow pings go out because you know things are going down. as soon as those spamming yellow pings, someone's going to push it. C4s are going to come out. There's going to be bullets flying everywhere. It's just very exciting. That was a great game to watch, and I can't wait to see more of the season. It's a great start to the season, and it's just going to keep getting better.
More of Silex as well, but they didn't give us the strongest showing in their first game. I think that was first game nerves, not quite played as a team maybe as much as some of the other teams, but we'll get there. We'll get there. And we already saw a massive improvement coming in through that second game.
Yeah, with all the technical difficulties, the difference between game one and game two for Silex, since we were lucky enough to see them both, was huge. There was a lot of confusion and I would say droning errors in the first game, which allowed the roamers just go free, the vertical play go free for the side of Rens. Game two, not much of that happened. There was definitely roamers, and roamers did do their part, but the cams and the drone intel was a lot better, was tenfold to the first game, and I'm very excited to see. We'll definitely see a different Silex by the end of the season, and that's what I want to see.
Absolutely. And the other part of that Rome game is I think they almost learnt from that first game. That second game, they had someone ready to refrag on the roamers. So the roamer would get one and then get taken out by the refrag. And the roamer didn't have quite as big an impact as in that first game against Rens, which the more that happens, maybe sometimes that first player will win that gunfight. And now you're on a 5v4, roamer's dead.
Yep.
You still now can push onto site with one less thing to worry about, one less person to worry about, and moving forward, you can then take site a lot easier because there's one less person there.
Yep, very true. And we got to see Flores.
We did. I'm happy. We got a bonus fuse as well.
We got a lot. We got a lot, and we're going to see a lot more. I'm hoping for this season. I'm hoping for a clash for Tachanka. Mainly those two, but we're going to see a lot more of Flores, and I'm very keen to see how the meta changes. We saw it in this game exactly. With Flores coming in and being dominant, the mute came in to stop him, and that switches the dynamic of each defending team and attacking team. Because to use the Flores, you got to take out the mute, so you're gonna keep switching around until it settles for a bit. And I can't wait for this season to unfold. Things will change when Ubisoft adds the changes, but it's just going to keep going the way it is, and I can't wait.
And the way you said that you keep changing until it settles. I'm the person who loves chaos. I don't want it to settle. I want it to become more chaotic and unsettled.
Yeah.
I am someone who, before Wamai came out, advocated for the Jaeger ban. Just to create chaos. More chaos.
Jaeger ban, bring in the fuse. That's what it was.
That's the one.
That was terrible. Never want to play that style again. But yes, that was a phenomenal game to watch. Both games great to watch. All the teams should be very, very happy with themselves. With all the things with technical issues and a lot of disconnects, people not being able to join the server, we had to do what we had to do, but everyone pulled through and everyone did a great job. And it's going to get better from here.
Little overtime due to those, and being on and being ready for the entire 3 hours now, it's a long time to be in that heightened mental state. It's really, really great that.
Yeah, and I think we saw that with Rebels' first round. After waiting almost an hour to get into the game, they didn't hesitate. They thought, all right, we've been waiting, let's just do what we want to do. They probably had a lot of time to plan out that first attack, and instantly it was go. It was go.
Well, it can go one of two ways when you have that bigger gap between your two matches. You can either go the first way, which is you cool off, you get cold, you start making those small mistakes that are big and impactful to the round, and you fall apart. Or you almost heat up, you want to go, you get more energized and energetic, and you're getting ready to go. And
very true. And that's the way it went for them.
That's the way that it ended up going for Radical Rebels. They just heated up.
I'm
Kept
very
going.
excited to see how it keeps going from here on out. And thanks everyone who stuck by through the wait and enjoyed the game alongside us. We'll hopefully be coming back throughout the season, and we'll be here with you guys. Thank you.
See you next week. Don't forget to tune in.
See you guys.
I don't want that, no. Even when